why your saw blade is wobbling.
The part that actually holds in the blade. And what can happen is, once again, off the manufacturing line, they're built great. However, sometimes they can be off by just a tenth or a hundredth of an inch. And what happens is that can cause your blade to wobble. If your blade starts to wobble and you notice you're not getting straight cuts, you might want to check to make sure your piece is doing okay and to make sure that arbor flange is actually tight, secure, and not wobbling your blade. Third thing I want to talk about here is the blade height. So the blade height actually matters. If you're cutting a piece and your blade height is way over the piece of wood, you run the risk of having a lot of blowout, and also you're lacking a lot of strength with your actual blade. So the blade could wobble a little bit more if it's higher than it needs to be, which can cause your piece to cut a little bit crooked and also cause issues where you're going to get a lot more scrap wood being cut off and a lot more splinters coming off your wood. So what they generally recommend is that you want your blade to be just a little bit higher than the piece of wood you're cutting. This way you get your whole piece of board and cut through the wood. At the same time though, you're not wasting a bunch of space with the height and having an issue of your blade wobbling and making it a lot less supportive.